The longer he looked, the more certain he became that a live human being stood at the window opposite him, unbound, breath fogging up the glass. As he looked, a fingertip glided across the misted window, leaving in its wake a sputtering trail of letters. Jared nearly choked. Need help? The figure wrote. Jared lurched forward to etch his reply, stopped short by a biting pain in his arm where metal broke flesh. Blood dripped onto the floor beneath. He lifted his uninjured wrist and spat into the lock, trying to wiggle himself out of it a little, just enough to get closer to the window. It did all of nothing in his favor. He leaned back onto his uninjured hand. Ryan's shoelace greeted his palm. Feeling it, he knew what he had to do, and it pained him even more than the scrape on his arm. He was only glad that Ryan couldn't take any satisfaction from what was to come next. With concentrated wriggling, he undid his lace well enough to get a shoe off and stuck the foot out. His big toe just barely made contact with the glass. He brought it back and rubbed it in the little puddle of blood. Hurting us, he wrote. With a heavy breath, he ducked down to watch the other window for a reply. When none came immediately, he leaned back to double-check his work. It dripped, but it was legible. His stomach dropped. To him. It was legible to him, which meant that on the other side, it read backwards. With a layer of sweat gathering on his brow, he furiously wiped the last S with his socked toe until the glass behind it was clear. He went to work erasing the remaining letters, but hadn't gotten much farther when a cloud of breathy puffs spread once more over the window across the street. The person there moved more quickly than Jared could read. He squinted at the quick fading condensation. Hilarious, the silhouette wrote. And I'll stop there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Also, doubling what everyone said about Jackie being the best.
I'm going to turn as red as my shirt. Thank you. It's really a pleasure working with you.
You are a really solid editor. You are amazing. So just know you're good at what you do. Okay.